What is up? What is up, YouTube? What the hell? Are y'all kidding me? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, man. I'm looking at the hey, Diddy two daughters footage leaks. Diddy is filming. Is filming or filming? Halle Bailey's dog intense court hearing. I think he tried to cover a couple of things. So all this is not one title. But hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Hey, let's check this bad boy out, see what's going on, man. Here we go.
Guys, this is what P. Diddy was talking about. This is what he was talking about when those articles came out, talking about how he was really upset with his children, that they need to get it together, that it's more so about pushing the PR campaign of releasing him, because now there is a video of his daughters basically being kicked off the ride. People were saying, you know, or happy that they were kicked off, kind of cheering.
Okay, we got another piece of okay. Damn, that's messed up. See, that's messed up right there. The twins.
Because clearly they too were bothered by, you know, the daughter's antics and basically what they were doing, refusing to put their phones away when they were told 3 times, thus leaving them to be kicked off the ride, delaying the ride for the other passengers. And so somebody was secretly filming this. I would imagine somebody in the crowd spotted them, realized they were P. Diddy's daughters and that his name's in jail right now, and therefore sold that video to the press. The press have caught this video, they've released it. And basically this whole situation with the daughters is being dragged out longer than I thought, because it's still in the papers, it's still in the press online. And this is what Diddy was talking about when those articles came out, where he was basically upset with his children, basically saying that they need to be more on track, that they need to be more on code, they need to be defending me, and talking about me, I, self. So everything that is going on right now with his daughters, let alone the sons and the lawsuits that they're facing, is pissing him off in the jail, because he wants them to be on Instagram posting pictures of Diddy, of him as a father, group photos, more statements, and, you know, videos with the baby. They just did that whole MDC, you know, photo shoot together. I don't believe that the twin daughters were even there. That was like a week ago with Janice herself. And so this is what Diddy is orchestrating, and his lawyers are orchestrating this family kind of momentum. It definitely worked on the jurors with his daughters coming in, and even, you know, the lawyer there, Mark Agnifilo, was saying, you know, pointing to his daughters, look at them, they don't have their mother, Kim Porter, don't rob them of their father. That's what he said. I, you know, heard it and saw it for myself with my own eyes.
F that. So somebody just got their daddy, the kids, right? And the daddy's out shooting and killing and doing all kinds of robbery, running from the police, get in front of the court and say, don't take the daddy away from the kids. The daddy took himself away from the kids. That's the part that people ain't thinking about.
And the jurors
man.
Obviously fell for that kind of weak narrative. And clearly this is what Diddy wants to push. So he's really upset with this. I can imagine that he is fuming with his daughters that this has come out, that, you know, any way that his children are going to slip up, the media are going to be waiting to extrapolate it. And the more that they extrapolate it, the more it's going to be distracted from P. Diddy and what he's going through. And that's going to piss him off even more. Because right now the agenda is everything for me to get me out. That's the agenda right now. And we've seen him in multiple videos we've seen Diddy in multiple videos telling his children off. There we go. Come on, English. Telling his children off for doing far less than what they're doing right now. But they are being dragged beyond belief. Videos coming out. It really is a mess. Now, speaking of court proceedings, guys, there was a hearing that took place today.
Man, first of all, dude, them kids ain't dumb. They know they daddy is washed up. They knew before the even verdict. Told you he ain't getting out. They was like, they ain't letting him out. Now he gonna try for bail one more time. They're not gonna let him out. They know he ain't getting out. That's why they out living their life, doing whatever they want to do. First they was being all nice, be respectful. You know, we doing all this to help daddy get out. This is what happened. I'm telling you, man. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to be nice to each other. Y'all need to stop being stuck up. And they did it for a whole year. They did it for a whole year, y'all. Man, I'm tired of that. I'm be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me because I am. Now they get thrown off a ride. See, the real you. Time tells on anybody. Time will tell. Time tells on you. Time will tell on anybody. So what happened was, I can't take it no more. I gotta be myself, and I'm a nasty, ugly person. They told me to get off my phone. Who you think you are? I'm all that and a bag of potato chips, baby. No, you gotta get off the phone. Strike two. All right, well, just give me a second. That's how they do. They do it with the police too. I'm gonna get off the phone. Just give me a second, please. Can you give me a second, please? Get off the phone. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna stop the ride. I told them 3 times to put the phone away, and they still on the phone. I'm putting the phone away. I put it away. See, look, I put it away. No, it's too late now. Get your Lord. I need people on this ride that's going to listen to me, because when shit hit the fan and something happened on this ride, I'm responsible. I don't need you on this ride. Get off. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Inside the DDG Beyond Belief videos coming out, it really is a mess. Now, speaking of court proceedings, guys, there was a hearing that took place today inside the DDG versus Halle Bailey custody hearing. The new judge, her name is Angela Davis. She is presiding over the case, and DDG's mother, guys, get this, she was asked to actually get out of the courtroom. She was asked to step out since she actually is listed as a witness. The attorneys, guys, are pushing hard to delay 4 weeks in hopes of getting a new judge, basically judge shopping, which is what Diddy was doing in regards to his bail, and it basically failed miserably. But the main arguments from the prosecution is that DDG staged, guys, paparazzi during an ice cream outing with his child, arguing the child should not be on social media, saying that DDG's fan base have called harassment towards Halle Bailey, and that he wants restriction on DDG's posting the child online. So the prosecution, from what I can see in today's hearing, are basically coming from a social media angle. Why are you putting this minor, this child, online without her permission? Doesn't look good on you. This is clearly you doing this because he's on your socials, so therefore we're going to use this as ammunition against you. When you put things up on social media, it can be used against you in court. Everybody seems to be forgetting this, and I don't understand why, especially if you're catching cases left, right, and center, or you're worried you're about to. Don't act a fool online, because it can be used against you, because it's your own word, your own upload. The defense, DDG's lawyer, were basically denying any arranged paparazzi and saying that DDG can't control who films him in public, requests overnight visitations, and aiming for weekend and midweek. And the proposed schedule that they want to put forward is that every Saturday and alternating Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m, plus midweek Wednesday visitation, and open to monitored visitation to ensure no photography and videography issues. The judge does emphasize the importance of a monitor during visits, and orders both parents not to post the child at all, and that the continuance date is set for October 15th. So this case, guys, is getting very intense. I think it's one to follow. It's, piquing my interest. The situation with Tory Lanez, honestly, right now, the hearing that is going on with them, that is not piquing my interest, guys, at all. But this particular situation, I feel like, is piquing my interest, because I'm gonna be intrigued now. I do believe that Halle Bailey is going to win. If I'm pronouncing her name right, hopefully she does win, because I feel like I want her to win, because DDG has been acting a fool over the past couple of months, to be honest with you, when it comes, to their son. He continuously puts him online, continuously puts him on his stream, and you don't need to do stuff like that. Your child is very young. You can't just pick these people up and put them on your stream for coin or for views, for, conversation. I just think that it's all a bit of a big Black Mirror episode. And so this is what the prosecution are arguing. Social media, social media, social media, using it against him. And I feel like that the prosecution, Halle Bailey's lawyers, the prosecution in general, they have a very good case here. They have a very good case here in regards to social media. So we're going to see now on October 15th. I don't know why they want to drag these dates out, because we're not even in September and you're going to give me a date in October. No, baby, give me no, beloveds, not me calling the judge baby, but please give me a date next week. Or I know things are busy for you lot, but please, everybody's busy. We want to know what the updates are on these lawsuits. That's the thing about following these lawsuits, guys. Like, we're gonna wait like so many months just for like a 2-minute hearing, and sometimes it really bugs the F out of me. But you know, these are just some, you know, quick notes in regards to this hearing for those of you who might be following this case. If you're not, I feel like you guys should be, because I think that it is very interesting. Now, Eve in her memoir, guys, is admitting to sleeping with Suge Knight to get back at Dre. Now, I don't even know why you even gave anybody this information, or how you were able to even sleep with that man, Suge Knight. Like, I just don't know. But I will give it to her. And the reason why I say this is because at least she is honest in this memoir. There are a lot of celebrities who want to write memoirs, and really and truly, they're just an autobiography about how great they are. They're not even that, you know, explosive. And so I feel like this obviously is a good nugget that people might not have known, that she slept with Suge to get back at, you know, Dre and the issues that she was having with Dre. Of course, Eve is married now, and they clearly know about all of this before she even grabbed the pen and wrote it in the book. That marriage is so solid. I don't think that it's inappropriate for her to discuss this, because, you know, if she's writing about this in a memoir, this is about her life, and she accomplished a lot before she met that man. So her sleeping with Suge Knight is crazy, but Suge Knight even being used in a porn in that conversation is crazy, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be complaining that he was used in that mode. But that in itself is just, yeah. Anyways, breaking news in regards to Target. If those of you who shop for there in America, the CEO, guys, is stepping down as sales continue to plunge. Sales are going down horrifically, guys. After 11 years at the retailer, the company facing huge slump in sales and backlash after its retreat on the DEI, and Cornell's departure, Brian Cornell, was widely expected. Some industry analysts believe Target should bring in an outside voice to lead the company ASAP, because their sales are dropping fast. A sharp fall of 8% in shares in pre-market trading. Target stock is amongst the worst performance companies in the S&P 500 this year as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Too bad. Do you understand? Too bad.
That's not good.
When you do the clownery comes back to bite. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, guys, if you have not subscribed.
That's not good, man. This Target situation at the end has a lot to do with Amazon. It has a lot to do with online shopping. The world is changing. You don't need a lot of people in a store to put all these clothes on the rack and have people there for the dressing rooms. Them days is about to be over with. All them people gonna not have jobs all over the place. When they don't have jobs, what are we gonna do, y'all? We might as well get online. That's why Uncle Mike is online. You need to start making money online right now. You need to start learning how this stuff works, how the algorithm and all that type of stuff. So this is a good time to let y'all know that Uncle Mike got a YouTube course. I teach people how to do YouTube, and I'm going to try to make it fun. And when I get back from the Philippines, that's all we're going to be working on is our YouTube course. So anyway, judge is coming to finish Diddy. Dr. Phil exposed in brutal $500.
Before we even get into the video, can we just acknowledge
$500 million
the skin?
Lawsuit.
Like, today I was walking around London and I was just like, wow, like my skin is actually giving. And I don't, lather myself in so many of these skin, creams that they want to give you. Then they want to give you a toner. Then they want to give you 5 different skin products from different, places, and you have to get them because your favorite influencer getting them. Baby, wash your bed sheets, wash your pillowcases regularly on a weekly basis, wash your face on a regular basis with hot water, then with cold water to close your pores, and drink a lot of water. Eat clean, 80% of your diet. and your face will be okay. Unless you're breaking out with acne, then I can't help you with that. But, wow. Anyways, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is being dragged with a $500 million fraud lawsuit coming his way. Talk show guru Dr. Phil has become embroiled in a legal battle so dramatic, guys, that it might have made for a compelling episode for his talk show. On Tuesday, the world's largest Christian TV network accused Dr. Phil and his production company of breach of contract. They are accusing this man of fraud for faking conversations between networks to make it look like he was a great person and that there are negotiations and that he's wanted and desired, thus making people want to invest in him. Trinity Broadcast Network alleged that Dr. Phil overcompromised and underdelivered when he struck a $500 million deal with TBN to produce and distribute his show. The complaint filed in a federal bankruptcy court alleges that basically him made false statements, guys. Dr. Phil McGraw made false statements to create the illusions of a bidding war between CBS and TBN that they both wanted him. He was creating this fake bidding war so it could present himself as wanted and desired, so therefore people can just waste money on him. The complaint states that McGraw's production company allegedly reiterated numerous representations related to then current advertising revenue, production costs and viewership of the Dr. Philip show. Dr. Phil. Based on these numbers, TBN agreed to pay his company $20 million upfront and then another $15 million every year for 10 years in exchange for 160 new episodes. Those new episodes were supposed to be 90 minutes each. However, the network claims that the new episodes never arrived. So you're really trying to hold on. You're really trying to tell me that Dr. Phil and his people basically faked bidding wars and conversations between networks to present to people to show that he is desired by these networks. And what had happened? TBN agreed to pay him upfront $20 million, to pay his company upfront $20 million, and then $50 million every single year for episodes that never actually came. Crazy. So, wow. Like, what kind of malpractice is this for a company to pay upfront $20 million? Close the door. So funny. Based on these numbers, TBN agreed to pay McGraw's company $20 million up front. $20 million you've agreed to pay up front. This is fake, fraudulent madness, and only now that they have realized this. TBN also claims that McGraw originally promised to hand over the rights to the Dr. Phil show of old episodes as well, and therefore demanded that TBN pay him $100 million to obtain a 50% interest in the old media library. A spokesperson for McGraw have denied these allegations completely, saying that everything is false from their end. Upon launching in 2023, the company said it aimed to provide traditional family content whilst also disrupting the news landscape with unbiased reports. Wow. Dr. Phil and his team, the McGraw, everything. Wow. This Christian network, broadcasting network, is alleging that Dr. Phil McGraw took millions of dollars for nothing. This man, listen, you have to be dumb at this point to give upfront $50 million just because somebody's created these fake conversations. Anybody can create anything fake now. There's AI there, and they can use that to present that to a whole network. And there are levels to the network, and the network therefore gave $20 million upfront excess. That is insane to me. That is insane to me. Insane to me, guys. Wow. Anyways, more Diddy news, guys. He's being exposed by Wu-Tang Clan. They've come forward and they basically have discussed how Diddy was one of the reasons for why Ghostface Killer however, there's one person Ghostface Killer alleges is the reason that they never dominated the airwaves. They are claiming that Diddy actually prevented them from dominating the airwaves, stopping them from getting radio play. Afterwards, Hot 97 blacklisted the group. Naturally, the Wu didn't go down without swinging. And then, of course, started saying F Hot 97 when they had their issues. Diddy came into the issue and made sure that he had a direct hand in blocking them from getting any radio spins. This was the same P. Diddy that got Wendy Williams fired after she started talking about the gay rumors of this man. This man has so many connections with people, and now it's coming out today that Diddy directly was stopping Wu-Tang Clan on the radio when it came to spins, when it comes to being in the radio, when it comes to the station, etc., blocking all of that left, right, and center. So this man is being exposed again. If it's not, beating up people, stealing production, stealing music so that he can use for himself, taking money from people from under his record label, he's preventing artists from getting radio spins. He's been doing stuff like this.
One of the things that you got to realize, if you know hip hop and if you know the Wu-Tang gang, Wu-Tang is in the United States, you don't hear too much about them. But other places, other countries, they Wu-Tang fans. Wu-Tang group blew up in Japan, and they started living their life across seas and making millions. Yeah, you look they tail up, man. Wu-Tang and all the stuff they was doing was dominating overseas because they ain't getting no love in the United States. That's true facts, right?
People
there.
Stealing production, stealing music so that he can use for himself, taking money from people from under his record label. He's preventing artists from getting radio spins. He's been doing stuff like this. And now where is he? That man is in jail. 6 times his bail has been denied, and Judge Arun is going to finish this man when it comes to his sentencing. Need I remind you of the madness of that letter that he put out that was so scathing? He was siding with the jurors. The Judge Arun was siding with the Judge Arun was siding against the jurors, siding with these alleged victims and saying that Cassie and the girls were coerced. This is basically what the jurors stood against, which is why these women, you know, the charges of sex trafficking didn't go down, which I thought that was going to go down for. That was a slap in the face to the jurors. Not that they care. They're smiling away, leaving the courtroom, living their best life. They don't give a damn. But he is going to be finished on October 3rd when that sentencing takes place. I know Judge Arun is locked and loaded because he's pissed off with all of these bail applications. There probably is going to be one more bail application in early September before the month of sentencing even begins. Oh Lord, they're dragging.
I swear to y'all, man, this is the lowest. I can't go no lower than that. I think he might say 6 years, man.
DJ Khaled, guys, they are dragging DJ Khaled.
It's just I don't give a shit. I really don't. I think people expected so much of someone. I mean, they didn't expect so much. It's such a low bar. Right. They expect you to say, no, you're right. You're right.
We've got Mehdi Hassan and Anis who are discussing celebrities and how they've been very quiet on what is happening, but especially when it comes to DJ Khaled, there is this podcast, you know, happening where people are going in on him, these two individuals, saying they're really just upset and they don't give a damn about what this man thinks. You can be from Pluto for all I give a damn. Everybody has a right to call out this man DJ Khaled and his silence on what is going on in the plight of his people. You don't have to be from a specific background to speak on certain conversations. I hate that. I find it to be frustrating. We can all speak on whatever the hell we want to speak on, but DJ Khaled himself has been very silent on everything that is going on, and now he's getting whacked by his own people on these podcasts, and hopefully this continues. But DJ Khaled is free run, baby. Everybody can drag that round Shrek looking like full wasteman pigeon infested idiot. Anybody can really drag that man. And so I'm going to remind you guys that this man needs to be dragged continuously, because he said himself recently that he's not going to speak up or say anything because he's afraid of losing things. You're a puppet. You've got strings attached to you. Nothing that is yours is really yours. You're a bought man.
He said that? Nah. He ain't say that. He can't just jump out there and say and tell the truth like that. I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose things like Wendy Williams did. That's right. That's right, man. That's crazy.
Himself recently that he's not going to speak up or say anything because he's afraid of losing things. You're a puppet. You've got strings attached to you. Nothing that is yours is really yours. You're a bought man. You have no dignity, no morals, and now even some of your own people are coming out to call you out, and I'm here for it.
I gotta
here
look him up.
For it, front row seat. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Do let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
No. I gotta look him up. I'm sorry. I need some more people anyway. Man, I gotta look him up. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.